All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Randall West, and I'm one of the division chiefs with the Alameda County Fire Department. On behalf of our department, I want to extend a sincere thank you to all of our media partners for taking the time to be here today. Your presence is greatly appreciated as we address an important matter. As many of you are aware, the reason of today's press conference is to discuss a recent social media post involving one of our members that were off duty. We understand the concerns that this has raised, and we are here to provide transparency and address any questions you may have. At this time, I would like to invite our Fire Chief, William McDonald, to release a statement regarding the situation. Following the statement, Chief McDonald will be available to answer questions. However, we kindly ask that you limit your questions and be mindful of everyone's time. Once again, thank you for being here today and for your continued partnership with the Alameda County Fire Department. Chief McDonald, the floor is yours.
Good morning. My name is William McDonald. I'm the Fire Chief of the Alameda County Fire Department. Thank you all for being here this morning. The Alameda County Fire Department is responding to a recent social media post that involved one of our members in a verbal interaction with a community member. The incident has sparked understandable concern, and I want to address it directly with transparency and accountability. The firefighter was off duty at the time of the incident. It's come to our attention that some language was used during the interaction that does not align with the values and standards we uphold as an organization. Such behavior is not representative of who we are or the department or our values we strive to embody every day. I want to sincerely apologize on behalf of the firefighter and our department for his actions. What you saw in the video does not in any way reflect our dedication to integrity, professionalism, and community trust. We hold ourselves to the highest standards, and this incident has fallen short of those expectations. Our goal is to ensure that we continue to serve our community with the highest level of respect, both on and off duty. Every day we work hard to build and maintain trust with our community members, engaging in outreach, education, and collaboration. We consider it an honor and a privilege to be invited to serve. That's what we love to do, and I want to make sure that this action does not take away from the positive impact we strive to make every single day. In the meantime, the firefighter in question will be placed on administrative leave today while this matter is being thoroughly investigated. We are committed to a fair and just process, ensuring that the facts are carefully considered. So you're probably wondering what is being done. ACFD has taken a critical look inward and assessing where we are with our training and our guidance for our personnel and our organizational culture. We are taking immediate steps to improve relationships with our community, improving enhanced sensitivity training for all of our members of the department. Additionally, we are implementing mechanisms to measure our progress and fostering a more inclusive and respectful environment. I can't say enough, the actions of this individual do not reflect the values of this department. We value community and relationships, and we understand that our strength lies in unity. We like to say community is unity, and that our belief guides everything we do. Thank you very much for your time, and we're here happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Is that paid administrative leave, sir?
Paid administratively.
Would you consider this a hate crime towards this individual?
I don't consider it a hate crime. I consider it embarrassing behavior and something that's not supported by the organization.
And we spoke to this victim yesterday, and he talked about kind of a road rage incident where not only were the slurs made, but he was being pushed off the road, and there was some aggressive driving that the victim described was happening on the fast lane. He was not being patient and talked about kind of being pushed over, which caused a crash. Are you guys addressing that incident as well? Because it sounds like it was more than the slurs as well.
Well, the incident will be investigated by law enforcement, and we will be following that investigation as well as investigating the actions of our employee.
Have you seen the video yourself?
I have seen the video, yes.
What were your thoughts when you saw and heard those words?
Again, it was behavior that is not representative of the organization and something that we would not support as ACFD.
Have you spoken with that firefighter yet, sir?
I have spoken with him and admonished him for the actions. Let him know that we're going to be investigating it and the actions that may be taken by the department in the future.
In that investigation, what additional evidence are you looking for? What is that investigation going to entail?
We'll need to investigate the incident fully. You know, all the circumstances that led up to the interaction and the interaction itself.
Well, in your sort of view or in the view of the investigation, does the circumstances surrounding that incident is there any world that excuses the sort of racism clearly seen on video?
No, not saying that it excuses any interaction that occurred that we saw in the video, but I think it definitely needs to be investigated.
Well,
We need to
what needs to be
understand all the
investigated?
circumstances. I'm sorry?
What needs to be investigated? If the circumstances don't sort of excuse what we see on video, what sort of
Yes.
is the point of the
Yeah, I
investigation?
think they're germane to the entire incident. So I think that it's important for us to understand all that occurred and our employees' actions and all the things that occurred during the incident. It's important for us to understand the entire
Well,
incident.
why is it important?
The chief has answered the question, so with due respect, we have another question, please.
Is there like a code of conduct guide that your officers follow, like a kind of a handbook or something like that they are given when they become a member of your department?
Yeah, we do have a philosophy document that we have adopted and we developed as a department. It includes all of our mission, our values, our statement, and our vision as an organization, and it also addresses conduct.
Chief, you said you were taking immediate steps to improve the relationship with the community. Can you tell us what some of those steps are?
Outreach to the community, involving the community and helping us, work through this issue and this incident, and to continue to engage with the community on fostering our relationship.
Are these more than words? Because the victim that we spoke with said that he felt unsafe, wanted to roll up his windows, didn't want to get in trouble, so then he rolled down his window. This is a situation that caused a person to fear for their own life.
So are they more than words?
Yes.
What I'm saying is we will investigate the incident and we'll take the appropriate actions with our employee, if whatever that turns out from the findings.
And
You're
if,
Not words.
if the victim is watching right now, what would you say to that person who endured this?
Again, I apologize for the interaction. Wish it had never occurred, and that it's not representative of the values that we hold as an organization. And we will, in fact, address them with our employee.
You're not identifying that firefighter?
We are not.
In speaking with that employee, was there any remorse or apology for what had been done, or what were your...
Yes, absolutely remorse, disappointment in himself for having been involved in such an incident, and recognition of the consequences that may be coming.
Do you know if this person was wearing a uniform or in a vehicle that represents the Alameda County Fire Department? Or were they off duty and not plain clothes?
He was off duty. He was, as you saw in the video, he was wearing a shirt that identified the department.
Is that concerning? Because when someone stops you and they're wearing a uniform, you hold them to a higher authority and you're supposed to feel safe around them, but when something like this comes at you, you really don't know if you can ever trust law enforcement or people that are supposed to protect you again.
Again, the entire incident is very concerning. And so it is something that we're looking into, and it's something that we intend to address with our employee.
Do you know if any incidents have been reflective of this person in the past? Has this person ever been investigated or any complaints ever been made against this individual?
Not aware of any complaints that have been made against the individual, and not aware of any investigations that have been done on the individual.
So we received a call into our newsroom that another person is claiming to have had a similar encounter with this individual seen on video.
Yeah.
So we're trying to verify that.
Yeah.
Later in the video, the firefighter in question defends himself against the driver calling him racist by saying, "I'm not racist, I'm a firefighter," sort of implying that being a firefighter shields him from any charges of racism or that. How prevalent is that view in your department, and sort of do you agree with it?
I don't think that there's any shield against racism because of you're a firefighter. I think that the actions are really inherent in what people perceive of you and what your actions are. So there's no shield for firefighters from
How
being
long do you think
racist.
the investigation will take?
We will begin it presently. It's actually already begun, and I hope to have it completed completed in a short period of time.
Is this only an internal investigation or other agencies involved with your department in looking into this case?
We will involve other agencies as well.
How long has this person been a member of the fire department with Alameda County?
I believe he began in 2004.
So quite some time.
Yes.
Couple of more questions.
So are you guys coming out and saying that this was a racist tirade, that this was a racist remark, or how are you classifying this incident?
Not classifying it in any way, really wanting to understand all that happened and recognizing that the behavior is not representative of the organization. And so actions will be taken to ensure that we don't see that kind of behavior from any of our employees in the future.
If the victim feels like these were racist slurs, do you agree with that? Are you denying that? Or are you saying that you're still looking into it because you've seen the video?
Yeah, I've seen the video. Yes, there were racial comments, and they need to be investigated.
Could actions like this lead to a termination? I know that right now that person's on administrative leave, but could something like this lead to
The appropriate
termination?
disciplinary action will be taken based on the findings of the investigation.
Will the
So
public
it's a
be-
possibility that could result in significant
And the
discipline.
public will find out what that end result will be?
Yes, yeah, it's a personnel matter, but I'm sure that it will be known what the actions the department has taken.
One more question.
Would you say that your department itself is pretty diverse? You look pretty diverse right now, but would you say you are a diverse force? And so maybe that's even more upsetting because you are a diverse agency.
I would say that Alameda County Fire is a diverse organization, but one that strives to continue to add to the diversity of the organization. We absolutely embrace diversity within our organization, all cultures, all ethnicities, all races.
How soon could that sensitivity training, that culturally aware training begin within your department?
It's been underway for a while, but we're going to step it up, and so it'll continue immediately.
All right, thank you everyone for joining us today. Again, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.